What is going on, everybody? My name is Japes. Welcome back to another episode in my path to power. Still listing up a bunch of these cards that we're having a little bit of trouble selling. I'm probably going to go through and list them all for lower prices just so I can get the coins back and do some more trading, because I'm starting to want to play with better players. On my main account, I've got really nice squads, and I kind of miss playing with some of those players on this account as well. So it's all the same, though. It's nice getting to use some of the players that you might not usually use. And I went out and I looked at Gorkuf, and I really just wanted to put a 600 coin bid on one, and if I got it, great. If I didn't, fine. And we're going to head on into this squad. Got to get Fakir a little bit better with this contract situation. We did pick up Boudabous, who is 4-star skill, 4-star weak foot, decent looking attacking mid from Algeria. 76 pace, 77 dribbling, so not too shabby. We're going to give him his first start right away. And we got Cavani up front still, and Cavani's an actual bum. No other way about it. Probably the most disappointing striker that I've used so far on Ultimate Team. And that's saying a lot, because I've used more than a handful of strikers at this point. I think I've logged somewhere close to maybe 200-ish games on my main account, just spamming out the FIFA. And that's just sloppy defending for me right there. This game was one of those games where I was like, Japes, what are you doing, man? And you're going to see exactly why. And I've also got a few theories about penalties that we'll get into a little bit later on in this episode. Cavani is just a massive letdown. His movement's poor, his ball control's poor. His shooting, I think, is solid, but he doesn't end up in good situations to be able to actually shoot it, so he just feels really useless to me. He's got medium work rates, I believe, so he doesn't ever want to really get in behind. Now, one thing I need to start playing with is the instructions or that you can put on your players before the match. I think they actually probably matter a decent bit, and I need to have a play around with it so I can give you guys a little bit of advice. So in maybe not the next episode, but further along in this upcoming week, I will most likely have a little bit of a play with that, and hopefully be able to show you guys what's working for me, what's not working for me. And legitimately, like, my defense was getting beaten by just simple 1-2s, and that is just beyond sloppy to not run with the man. So I thought I took it away here, and REA does not let go and just pulls him down. Even after I've switched off of him, he still pulls him down. Now, my theory with penalties is there's some stat, I don't know if it's awareness or what it is, but you're lower. I tend to give away a lot more penalties with low-rated players. When I've got the likes of Jerome Boateng or Barzagli, those guys, and Barzagli is one of my favorite center backs at the moment. Low-high work rates, really nice player to use. I highly recommend him. I liked him way more than Giorgio Chiellini, for those of you guys thinking about making a Serie A side or an Italian side at that. But I actually subbed on the lone Messi here, trying to give myself some sort of hope in this game to come back, and 3-3, there it is! And that's the finish that you'd be expecting from a player of Messi's caliber. Just no problem, nice and easy at the near post. Gonna get a little bit fortunate here from this corner as well. It's the 86th minute, and surely there would be no way that I could screw this one up. And I felt so confident in this game for like the whole thing. I couldn't believe the scoreline at the end of it, because I was like, how did that even happen? But you're gonna see the way it plays out coming up here. But I think, I don't know if it's awareness, I don't know what the stat is, but on penalties, when I use low-rated players and try to do just like a little bit of push and pull in the box, the low-rated players seem to grab a hold, don't let go, and just drag people down. High-rated players seem to give a little push and pull and just make their way in front of them, no problem. And it makes a huge difference. It really does. If you can use the push and pull mechanic in the box, you're going to take it away a lot more. And when I'm referring to the push and pull mechanic, I'm referring to essentially what I use is like I kind of tap or sort of press on and off the tackle button. And you kind of like pull him a little closer, but don't pull him down for a penalty. It works with high-rated players. Low-rated players, however, not so much. And I couldn't believe I'd given away another foul right there. And this is just like defense. It switched me to the guy, but I didn't react in time. And he's managed to pull out a win here. And this was so frustrating. I was so. Sometimes you just gotta. I will be so happy to get out of this division, because I think it's just been one of those divisions for me. And those of you guys that will have played seasons, you'll know sometimes you just go through points in a game where whatever you're doing is just not working for you, and you need to just clear your mind, get those losses off the book, and get yourself moving in the right direction. And that is something that I need to do. So I need to get out of this division. It won't be very difficult. There are only a few games left to pull wins out of, and this guy was not that great. On the topic of Cavani, though, and other strikers, it just sparked my mind with Batshuayi in his starting lineup. Batshuayi far and above outseeds everything that Cavani does for me in Ultimate Team. They're both big players as well. Batshuayi is big, strong, got decent ball control. For me, he's got better movement. Obviously, he scores more goals because of that movement, because he ends up in better spots just like this. And it's right there. Michy Batshuayi puts it away, the Belgian. A little airplane action. And that's about as easy of a goal as you're going to get. And a little finesse on the far side. And this guy, as I mentioned, not a stellar defender in any way, shape, or form. And we're going to just go straight away off a kickoff. Martin Braithwaite, who I've talked about before, he's kind of a fun player to use. You know what? He would have been just an unbelievable 74 rated silver player. Just would have been unfreaking believable. However, he is not. He is a gold, and he is discard value. So he is a decent impact sub as well, and I'm using him to start off. He's got good ball control, good pace. I've talked about his finishing being poor before, and I'm not yet ready to go away from that, even though he does have 80 in-game finishing. Generally, I'm looking for like 83 to 85, I would say. Makes them feel, well, I don't know. I don't even know if that makes him feel solid, because he might have better finishing than Batshuayi, but Batshuayi scores more goals for me. I don't know. It could be the positions that I put them in. Regardless, that goal that Braithwaite scored right through the keeper's legs, I have really mixed feelings about stuff like that, because you want to say, hey, it's a video game and they should be stopping shots that you shoot straight at them. On the other hand, you want to say, if his keeper is on kind of poor chem, which I'm not sure if he was or was not, or he's a really low-rated keeper, something like that could, in theory, happen on the pitch at some point in time. So I'm going to need you guys to leave a comment in the section down below. Let me know what you think as to whether or not you like the keeper potential realism, or if you'd prefer it be more gaming oriented and balanced, where you actually have to score a pretty epic, or you have to actually place it into a corner or beat the keeper in order to score, versus getting a little bit lucky from time to time. But that's where that match comes to a close. That's where this episode comes to a close. I want to thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy it, like, thumbs up is always greatly appreciated. Other than that, my name is Japes, and I will catch you all next time.